Hi, this is Does It Really Matter? And today I'm going to be going into a channel and answering some questions what I've wrote down, what I think people might like the answer to, or just from my fractals perspective. And this is my friend Liz, and she's going to be asking the questions. So when I channel, I can either close my eyes or my eyes can be open. I might do some light language. I might move my hands about, moving energy about. So yeah, I'm going to hand you over to Liz and she's going to ask some questions.
Hi. So I think first one would be really good to understand how does Tammy channel?
Yes, so Tammy connects to other fractals of herself, and we will explain it like this. This is how we explained it to Tammy. And first of all, we want to say this is just so Tammy's human brain could get around the explanation. Everybody is different for Tammy. Humanness, so human consciousness, kind of sits to the side here, and other fractals of her come in. So if you, God, source, creator, whatever you feel comfortable calling the energy, what is in it, everything and creates everything. Yeah. So we say God, source, creator, so everyone can kind of identify with it. It bursts off and it creates, if you want to call it, an oversoul. It's really hard to put human words to it. So that comes off, and then off of that funnel, loads of different fractals come off. So Tammy connects, human Tammy connects to other fractals of herself, and they can be in form. So you would refer to them as ETs, or fairies, or rock people. Really, she can connect to quite a few fractals of her, what are in this universe and cosmos, and also in other cosmoses, and also up near source energy. Of course, it's not up near, but it's for humans to kind of have a understanding. And this is how Tammy channels. So she's got other fractals of her, what are coming through now to answer that question.
Thank you. That's really helpful. So we've got a couple of questions here. I think the next one that I was going to ask is, so you've written down Earth shifts on here. So could you expand a bit more about Earth shifts?
Yeah, so just from the perspective of Tammy's fractals coming through, yes, Earth and the universe, the universe, what your Earth is in, is going through a shift. Most can feel it, some humans can't, most can. And it's not just Earth what is going through this shift. It is everything in the universe, what your Earth is in. It's all going through a big shift. And we say, as this is going through the shift, it is happening in every now moment. So some mention new Earth. You are creating a new Earth in every now moment. It's not something what you are going to reach. It's being created now. So Tammy wants to open her eyes. So it's being created in every now moment. Does that make sense? Because when people say new Earth, it's something what you're reaching. And so you're trying to reach instead of being now. So it's created in every now moment. So it's not just humans, the Earth shift, and it's not just the Earth shifting. It's everything in your universe what is shifting. So other planets and other overlays of the Earth and other frequencies what are around the Earth, it's all shifting and all changing, and information is coming out between other moons. So you see one moon, some humans see more than one moon, and the suns, the sun and then the central sun, but there are other suns as well. So as the Earth is constantly shifting its vibration and it's a more rapid rate now, humans are going to be getting what some humans are going to be getting activated, or they want to shed programming. Their abilities are going to be coming online to assist with the shift of the Earth. Does that make sense? Yes. And it's not just the Earth. So if you notice your sun is a different colour from when you were younger, it was you'd colour it in yellow, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But now it's white. You look up and it's white. It's not yellow
Yeah.
anymore. Have you noticed that?
I noticed that as well.
Yeah. So because it's changing.
Yeah, they say you can't burn things with a magnifying glass anymore with the sun now, the way that we used to when we were kids. But it's changed, actually, like really changed. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's just changed it. It's filled, and it's changing from the. So we work with Tammy's vocabulary, and she's like, you can put words in, but we work within her vocabulary, and it's changing from the inside, just like humans are changing from the inside. The energies are hitting, and it's making changes on the inside, on cellular levels as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's an exciting time for the shift of also for the shift of the universe, what Earth is in, also for the shift of not just human beings, but other races. They've all got the chance, if they choose to shift with it. It's not just for humans.
Yeah.
It's for all beings to be able to go with this shift, to move with it. Of course, you don't have to, and there'll some say version of Earth what's going to remain the same. That's just a different perspective, but it's what you want to go with. So it's not just humans, and it's not just Earth. It's everything in the universe, in the space where you reside.
That's so interesting. That's incredible. Thank you. So, just on that sort of change and earth shifting, how can humans start to bring out a new change in themselves?
Go through the biggest portal in themselves. The biggest portal for a human is a heart center. So it's not your pumping heart, it's a heart center. So when you connect there and start falling in love with yourself and your experience, we know this can be very, very hard sometimes from a human perspective, because when you are in your human form, you feel it, you feel the emotions, you feel the pain, you feel the laughter, you feel the rage, all these, you feel it because you wanted to come and experience that, to feel it. So we know when you're in the human form, it can be a bit hard to step back and look from a broader perspective. But we would say to maybe say to yourself, I am God's source creator experiencing itself. It wants to experience itself. So I'm not going to be so hard on myself. I'm going to start looking at programming is what I agreed to step into, to deprogram that. So when you start falling in love with yourself and having compassion for self, forgiveness for self, acceptance for self, that you chose to who you were going to be born to, and you chose what you were going to take on because you were strong enough to take that. Yes. And then as you start falling in love with yourself, you then start treating others how you treat yourself. So it will make the shift. Did you see how it's all connected? It will make that easier because it's shifting no matter what, in a sense. Yes. And to be able to fall so deeply in love with yourself, you will have a lighter outlook on life. It's not to say you're not going to have human emotions, you will, because you chose to be human, and all emotions from our perspective are beautiful to be felt, even the ones that are not nice. And you'll treat others the same, and then you'll start seeing your life change. Yeah, you start seeing your life change. And that's how humans can make their life easier. To know that they are perfectly imperfect. To be perfectly imperfect is a beautiful thing.
Humans have quite an obsession about perfection.
But to be perfectly imperfect is perfectly perfect.
Yeah.
Because are you not God's source creator experiencing everything what it is and what it is not? To expand and grow, knowing that you are not going to be in this body forever. And while you're in it, why not experience all you can and be okay with that? And once you start being okay with that, you will start choosing things what bring you, let's say, more joy. But if there's something what causes pain, you can then deal with it differently and deal with it with compassion and love and understanding. So it's not going to be that you're not going to see pain or experience, it's just how you deal with it when it happens. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you can perhaps go, that hurt me. Wow. But before I incarnated, I wanted to know what pain felt like, because when I'm this free flowing energy, pain, what is that? What is pain? Let's go in and find out what that is. But of course, when you're in it, you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it. But that was an exciting thing for you to look at and go, I'm really going to feel it. And I might feel it to the extent, because I'm going to forget who I am and what I am, and really just get in it and nitty gritty. And I may numb myself from it and numb myself a lot, but realise actually, no, I wanted to feel it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does make sense.
So just to fall so deeply in love with yourself and your experience, and know that you chose this before you entered because you wanted to. And if we put it into a human context, you were brave enough to, especially the humans what chose something what in your human form doesn't look so great.
Yeah.
But if you come out of your uniform, your human form, and you go, oh, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. This is a big one. Come on, let's go. And then you're in it, and you're like, okay, this is heavy. This is big. This is hard. This hurts. But if you can look at it from that perspective, and the information feeds up to the creator's energy, and it's learning more about itself
Through us.
Yes,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And we believe we've answered another one of the questions. What was it?
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
actually answered another one of the questions. Thank you. I think if you've got a, so we've got here, can you give us a message for humanity, something for people?
Yes.
Representative.
So a message for humanity from what's coming through. So the energy what's coming through right now has no form at all. This is a fractal of Tammy, what has no form. And if you like, sir, we're going to put it into human words. It's different colours of energy, just creating and exploring. And Tammy has agreed for this part of herself to come through. So we would say for humanity now, fall so deeply in love with yourself, because in doing so, you are creating the new earth from love and compassion in the here and in the now. And as more humans do that, what is going on your earth now, some humans see chaos, and we're not saying it's not chaotic, but that the systems have to break down for new systems to come through, what are more in alignment with the energies and vibration, what is coming through the planetary system. Yeah, so it has to break down. And if you've built a very beautiful wall, let's say, and some may say, well, it's not beautiful, but because it's been a one of control, but collectively, humanity for more than hundreds of years, thousands of years, wanted to experience being under control. Yes, but now it doesn't, because it's changing. Yes, to knock down that wall, what's been in place for a long, long time, and more bricks have been added to it. Yes, how do you think that wall's going to come down? It's going to come down. There's going to be dust flying everywhere. There's going to be debris flying everywhere. It's just going to be a mess. So if you look what's happening now, some would see it as very, very messy. So take Tammy. She goes, that's a bit of a mess sometimes, because she doesn't watch the news, yes? But there's a part of it what goes, oh, the beauty what's coming is amazing, because that can't stay anymore, and it's going, but I'm so excited to see what's going to come in place of that. Yeah. Does that make sense? So it's about, yes, I know that that's happening, but what do I want to put my energy to? This beautiful thing what's going to emerge. I may not know what it is, but I just know it's going to be better. I know it's going to be beautiful. And the people what are tapping into their heart space, what are they going to bring forward? Like, what are you going to go co-create? What's humans that know that self-love and forgiveness and acceptance, and then they meet another human what's done that, and then what are they going to co-create together to bring forward? Does that make sense? So the message for humanity is to fall in love with yourself, but not from a point of, let's see how I look today. Yeah. Of course, that's nice, but fall in love with what you perceive as flaws, your imperfections. Have grace for yourself. compassion for yourself. And then that projects outwards. And then humanity, once you create from that, it's gonna be beautiful. Yes, it may look a bit rough, but it really is going to be beautiful for those who want to experience it. And that's quite important. Some humans do not want to experience that yet, and that is okay, and they want to experience that. But the ones that want to experience it will experience that.
That makes sense. You've got to be a willing participant.
Yes, and you can be a willing participant in it. You can choose to turn the news on and participate in a perpetuation of each fear.
Yeah.
That is your free will. Humans still have free will. And it's a very beautiful thing, although sometimes it may not feel like it in your human form sometimes. But it's a beautiful thing to have. But it's what do you want to do with it?
To choose what you soak up with your time.
Yes, and we would say don't put attention into anything you don't want to grow.
What's that saying? Where energy, attention goes, it flows.
Yes, if you, let's say war, if you're constantly flicking through your phone and reading up on it, and politics constantly, we're not saying it does not exist, but if you're putting energy into it daily by watching it, participating in it,
It's just feed the energy that goes with it.
so maybe stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself, go, I'm a freaking human. What am I going to choose to do with that today?
Yeah.
What am I going to choose to do with that today? Am I going to choose to love myself a little bit more, to be a bit kinder to myself, to do what makes my heart happy? But you may not know at the moment what makes your heart happy. So, okay, I'm going to choose to have some kindness for myself today.
Yeah.
I'm not going to perhaps watch or do anything what brings me down, what uplifts me, and start like that.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful message. Thank you.
You think so too? Then Tammy's gonna
It's
slide back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Thanks. When I channel, well, a lot of the times I don't kind of remember, and it may come back to me throughout the day or just after, but I hope the questions are answered. I'm getting an energetic nod.
Yeah.
That they were.
No, they were answered really well. That was really helpful.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Some nice messages for people to hear, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. I'm intrigued to watch it back. So, yeah, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Bye.